What is up, awesome people? Okay, so in the recent videos I have been doing some card openings with some actual hard copy Pokemon trading cards that I have bought quite recently. And on the topic of that, before I actually move on with anything, I've actually gone and bought a few more cards, and I'll be uploading them a little bit later on in the future, so do expect them, because I have received quite a lot of comments and people actually want to see more card openings coming from me, as well as some Yu-Gi-Oh card openings, as well as some previews of some of the collection we've already got for both Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. So expect some Pokemon card observations from my current collection for my Pokemon cards, as well as Pip Knight uploading videos on Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well, because I think he got quite a lot of good reception in regards to doing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So expect that coming from both our channels. As I said, we've both got a lot of good reception on it, so we'll be going into card openings now, as well as our usual talks that we do on our channels as well. Okay, so just drawing a little bit away from the hard copy, well, the more like real life cards, and moving on to Pokemon trading card game online. So I did mention this in my videos. I did mention as well, I got like a whole bunch of these codes that you get with the booster packs, with the most recent booster packs anyway, where you just scan them onto your computer and you can redeem them on here. So for those who didn't know, the trading card game actually has a digital version of the game where you can go play online up against people around the world, instead of just finding people in your local area to play with, and sometimes they suck at the game that much. It really isn't that much fun. But regardless, I actually went through and was redeeming a few cards, because back in like one of the old versions of this game, when you redeemed a code, it actually gave you tokens instead of the actual booster pack. So I thought it was still on that system, redeeming them, I was going to buy a whole bunch of booster decks, but unfortunately, since it all changed, I'm now getting booster decks. So I'm going to have to do it this way, so you're going to forgive me for the amount of cards I've already got. Okay, I've got to remember how to access everything. Cards, collection, and we want packs. Okay, so at the moment I have got a few black and white boosters. So these are the very first black and white booster decks to come out, as well as decks to come out as well. And up next we've got two with black and white boundaries crossed. I think this was one of the more later ones in the black and white series, where you got the black and white Kyrems as well, so you got those in that deck. I've got a few cards from that series, but I didn't actually do an awful lot in that series. It was kind of just before I kind of moved out a little bit, and as well as moved across the other side of Australia as well. Black and White Dark Explorers is around the start of Black and White, I'm pretty sure. This is one of the collections I've nearly completed, actually. May have or completed, or nearly close to completing, I'm not too sure. I'll have to double check on that one. Dragons Exalted. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm missing only a few cards from this series as well in my own collection. This was actually when the Dragon cards were released, so Dragon became its own type specification, whereas in the past, I'm pretty sure Dragon was just a normal card instead of its own specification like it is now. Black and White Emerging Powers. Now this is one, I think this was straight after Black and White, I'm pretty sure. I actually did not get too many cards in this collection for unknown reasons. I don't think my store actually sold them at that point in time, but I never really saw any of these cards, so I've got 5 of these at the moment, so hopefully we'll get something out of it. Next is Black and White Next Destinies. Now this is the one, along with another one that I think, pretty sure, I'm 100% sure that I've completed in real life as well, with foils as well. Got 13 of these at the moment. I've got a lot more coming, so be on the lookout for that as well. And Black and White Noble Victories, which I am 100% definitely sure that I've completed, and I've got all the reverse holos for that as well. If I say foils again, give me a virtual slap, because that's the old terminology that Pokemon used to have. I'm pretty sure Yu-Gi-Oh follows it as well, so I'm both a Yu-Gi-Oh collector and a Pokemon collector. I actually started off with Pokemon, moved to Yu-Gi-Oh, then back to Pokemon, did a little bit Yu-Gi-Oh again, back to Pokemon again. I'm pretty sure foil popped up along the way. So anyway, it's got 19 of those at the moment, and counting, because there's a hell of a lot more there I need to redeem as well. Alright, so I'm just gonna... Whoa! Actually, yeah, I will open this. So, gotta figure out how to open these again. I think it's that one. Alright. So, we just opened our first booster pack, so that was pretty quick. Alright, so we got Can we actually look at them? I guess not. We got Lillipup, Pet Rat, Sandile, Patil, P-Dove. Then we got Watchog, I think his name is. I hope I said that one right. Tranquil, Pokeball, another Tranquil, and we got Full Art Reshiram. That is awesome. I'm just a tad bit annoyed that I can't actually view it from there. Right, let's go collection. And that was from Black and White. Oh, sorry, not there. There. Close that. Trying to think how you search this again. Filters. And we'll scroll all the way down to Black and White. There. Accept. Alright, these are all my Black and White cards at the moment. I've got quite a lot of them from the other times that I've gone in redeem codes before I've done all these. So I've got Watchog, Unfezant, another Tranquil, Sandile. Now I've got a Holo Samurott there. And there's my Full Art Reshiram. That is awesome. I can't believe I pulled that straight away on my first pull. So I actually have a few of these in real life as well. I think I've got like 3 of them. It's just unreal for how many booster decks I opened for Black and White. But there it is. For the online version, it's got Outrage, which does 20 plus damage, requires 2 energy cards of any type, so it does 10 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. And it also has Blue Flare, which requires 2 fire energy cards and 1 energy card of any type. Deals 120 damage, discard 2 fire energy attached to this Pokemon in order to do it. Right, so there's P-Dove, Patil, Patrat, Pansear. Is there anything else interesting that I've already pulled? I don't think so, because I think we're already looking at what we've already opened. Okay, so let's head back. So we've got 3 more, so let's open up 1 more. Okay, so this time round, I got an Oshawott, I got a Blitzel, I got a a Tepi, I got a Darkness Energy. Now, Black and White was one of those big offenders for having the energy cards in the series as well, so you need to collect all the energy cards. And as I did say in my real life openings, I actually got stumped on one of the energy cards. I think it was a fire energy card that I didn't have, and that was the only card I needed from the entire collection to be able to call it complete. We got a Zora, we got oh, I forgot what that's called, but it raises your damage by 20. We got a Whirlipede, Pokédex, Vullaby, and Superior, which is a holo, which is awesome. And I think Vullaby was the reversed holo. I can't really... Yes, it is a reverse holo. Sweetness! Alright, I'll open up the other ones and then we'll look into the collection afterwards. So, our next pull opened up P-Dove, and then Solace, a Still Energy card, Patrat, Pampor, and we've got a Bufflet, which is awesome. Pokemon Communication, Maractus, and we got Reunculus, and we got another holo Samurott, which is awesome. Now, who's the reverse holo in this one? I can't. Oh, Reunculus is. So it looks like the reverse holo is down here, then the holo's usually there. Okay, that's pretty sweet to know. Alright, let's open up the last booster deck for this one. So this one we got a Snivy, a Grass Energy, a Venipede, Oshawott, Lillipup, another one of those Attack Plus, I think it's called, Full Heal, Professor Juniper, another Full Heal, but it's a reverse holo, and we got ourselves an Ambor, but it is an holo. I thought for a second it wasn't a holo, but that's sweet. Okay, so let's head back to our collection. Hopefully we're still on the filter. Yes, we are, I think. I'll just double check. Yes, we are. Alright, so there's Servine, Superior, which is holo, which is really cool. So it takes a little bit of time to load the holo there, but wow, that looks pretty cool. Sandile, there's a Samurott, so there's my holo Samurott. Alright, there's Reunculus, which I didn't have before, which is pretty cool. So that's a reverse holo. There's our Full Art Reshiram, which is awesome. There's Maractus. There's our Bufflet, which I already had. There's our Zora, Whirlipede, Watchog, Vullaby, Venipede, and I'm pretty sure that is all for that one. Okay, so that's it for this episode. So in the next episode of our Pokemon Trading Card Online openings, I'll be heading on to opening up probably a few boundaries crossed, and maybe a few Dark Explorers as well, depending how we go on time. So this is LadyKrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!